Hello my friends, it's Brad the Bearded Piper, and I hope you all are having a great day. And yes, we have been dealing with the Canadian wildfire smoke in southwestern Pennsylvania. Some of the areas have been code red air quality. In fact, most of it was code red air quality. There were a few areas that were considered to be code purple, which is higher than code red. Code red is unhealthy. Code purple is very unhealthy. So, but it's getting better today. Today we're code orange. You know, I just hope and pray that they can get the rest of these wildfires under control. I think I saw an article where they said that there's a little over 500 wildfires going on right now, and like 240 of them are still out of control. So I just hope and pray that they can get them under control. It's a lot of forest, a lot of trees, a lot of animals that are suffering because of these wildfires. Not to mention the smoke that we're dealing with, but they're dealing with a lot more than that up in Canada. So, but anyway, I'm out here enjoying a bowl of Cornell Deal's Anthology in a Rand's pipe. This is one of the artisan pipes I picked up last year at Columbus, and it's made by Ron Smith, Rand's Pipes, and I absolutely love this pipe. It does have an inclusion in it. It's got a fill, but I don't care because it is one of the best performing pipes I have. It is just top notch. His drilling is spot on. It's just excellent pipe. Love this pipe. So, and the Anthology is, I think it's right around a year old now, or it's getting close to that. I have it written down on the jar, but I forgot to look before I came out. It's still the original tin that I opened. I did get a few tins, and I'm glad that I did because the stuff is really good. Now, I know when you're talking aging process, to get a full aging process, that, you know, you need to leave it in a jar or the tin for an extended period of time. When you open it and let air in, it kind of resets the aging process. It doesn't knock aging process away, it just resets it. So if you, let's just say, for example, and if I'm wrong with this, because there's a good possibility I am wrong with this, because, you know, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. But so let's just say you get a tin and you leave it in the tin, right? And you let it sit for 2 years, and then it starts to get that bubble. Once you open that tin and it lets out that, I don't know if it's fermentation, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, when the aging process happens, but once you let that air out, you reset it back to, you reset the process back to starting over again. It's still aged, right? You still have all of that aging, all of that flavor, all of that, the sugar crystals, all of that is there. However, if it was growing at this level, when you open the tin, it drops off. Now it's just gonna stay flat as long as the tin is open. If you put it in a jar again, it'll start to go like this. This is gonna be a slow climb, but it just keeps, and it'll go back up. But if you leave it in there for like 5 years, you know, it starts off going like this, and then it goes up, and then up, and then up, and then it just keeps going like this. The aging process just keeps getting better. Once you open that, it flattens out, and once it's sealed again for an extended period of time, it starts to go. So you have a little plateau in there. Hope that makes sense. And again, I don't know what I'm talking about, so that could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right. So, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to tell you that the Anthology is really good. Just wanted to say that. Now, I'm a Zippo guy. Everyone knows I'm a Zippo guy. I've had a bunch of videos about Zippos. I even tried an experiment. I used a standard chimney Zippo for a while. Really liked that. I thought it worked fantastic. But then I bought a Caribe, and I liked the butane Caribe. And then I'm like, can I tell a difference? And then I went back and forth. So I used the Caribe for a while. I did a whole video on this. I did a couple weeks with the Caribe, a couple weeks with the Zippo with a standard chimney, and then a couple weeks with the pipe lighter. And I like the pipe lighter. I went back to the pipe lighter from the standard, and I'm just a Zippo guy. Now, I don't have a collection of Zippos, but I do have a number of Zippos. I have a few that are standard chimneys. I have a handful of them that are pipe chimneys. And I have just a couple inserts themselves that are pipe chimneys that I've received when I won a contest or a giveaway from, I can't remember who, but somebody gave me one. I think it was Professor Rockwood gave me one, and I really enjoyed that. Well, I mean, it went in one of the other Zippos. But if you use a Zippo on a regular basis, I have an issue switching back and forth between one and the other, because I fill this thing with fluid every day. Every morning I put 5 to 10, maybe even 15 seconds worth of fluid in it. I never run out. But if I'm going to use this Zippo today, and then tomorrow I'm going to use a silver one, and then the next day I'm going to use one with a design on it, you know, this one's expiring, and like it's evaporating, and then the next one's starting to evaporate, and it's just more maintenance that way. So I just use the same one over and over and over again, and kind of let the other ones just kind of hang out. But a couple weeks ago, there was a big announcement about an artisan Zippo, right? So Zippo puts out artist spotlight Zippos, and you know, I see them, I get the emails, and you know, they're really cool and things like that. But this time, this artisan spotlight was a little different. It was a little more important to me. A woman by the name of Cassie Pfaff, I was gonna say a girl that I went to high school with, because when we went to high school, I was a boy and she was a girl. Now I'm a man and she's a woman. Maybe I'm still a boy, I don't know. But Cassie started working for Zippo a few years ago, I think, as a graphic designer. She did a lot of stuff, does a lot of stuff with their ads. And I'm not exactly sure how. Cassie and I, we were pretty good friends back in high school, and you know, with the advent of social media and Facebook, we've become pretty good friends again through the internet, through the social media. And Cassie got to be an artist she had one of her designs chosen for an artisan spotlight Zippo. Now, how cool is it? For me, it's really cool that this Zippo was designed by a friend of mine, and I just think that's fantastic. Now, I don't buy collectible Zippos on a regular basis. This is the first time I've ever done it, but I bought it because of the personal connection that I have with the artist. So let's open this thing up and see what we have inside. You know, you get your standard Zippo material, but there is the copy of her artwork, and then on the back there's her signature, which is pretty close to, I think, how she signed my yearbook. It says on the back, "Thanks for joining Zippo's 2023 Artist Live Stream Series." They did a really cool live stream with Cassie on Zippo's Facebook page. If you want to check it out, go and to Zippo's Facebook page, and you can watch the replay. And then I'm not gonna, it says Zippo graphic designer Cassie Pfaff skillfully combines her love of photography, folklore, nature, and artistry in this limited edition 2023 Artist Live Stream Series design. Set on a crisp white backdrop, a stunning pair of hummingbirds is represented in perfect mirrored symmetry in a soothing color image design. The harmonious motif is continued on the reverse side of the piece, which is inscribed with 1 of 250. Finally, the entire scene comes to life after dark, thanks to our specialty glow-in-the-dark finish. It is a glow-in-the-dark Zippo. Congratulations on the purchase of one of only 250 pieces produced exclusively for the 2023 Artist Live Stream Series. And there is Cassie's signature. Now, that is really cool, again, to me, because I have a personal connection to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this little brochure out of the lid, and I will show you here why. Now, let's look at her design. Look at that. It's just beautiful. You know, and she said on the Artist Spotlight that I believe that this is actually a design that she drew a few years ago. And it's just stunning, absolutely stunning with the hummingbirds there. Now, this is not going to be a Zippo that I light my pipes with. This Zippo will never probably be fired as long as I own it, because it's a collector's item, right? So let's open this up, and you can see on this side, this is the side I showed you.
Hi,
but
I love you.
text message from the wife. But on this side, we have the standard Zippo seal, right? It's that orange sticker. It's one of the things that if you are a collector of Zippos, that you'll know it's not a, if you're buying a new Zippo, it's not a counterfeit, because the counterfeiters don't use that. They also do things down here at the bottom on the stamps as well, but you'd have to check out the Zippo site for that. But even though I'm going to keep this as a collector's item, I am going to peel off this sticker. Now, I looked online, and it seems to be that serious collectors of Zippos are kind of torn between whether you leave it on or you take it off. I've seen it both ways, but I don't want the glue to disturb the artwork. And I also, probably the biggest thing is, I want to see what the back looks like too, because you have this on the front, but the back is that. And again, it's absolutely gorgeous. Cassie did a bang up job. She's very, very talented, very, very talented woman. Now you do see that it says 1 of 250, and I did notice that on the one of Zippo's Facebook posts about this this lighter specifically, somebody commented on the fact that they all say 1 of 250 as opposed to like 37 of 250 and things like that. They thought that they would sell out quicker, although I'm pretty sure if they're not sold out, they've got to be close to it. And I kind of agree with